So what's up guys, it's here by Norquaji, and Season 2 has finally arrived within Warzone, and in case you're unaware, they made a whole bunch of changes to the weaponry in this game. Some guns got majorly buffed, and some guns got majorly nerfed, like the XM4. The XM4 definitely took a hit in damage. So today I've got my updated top 5 best loadouts for Warzone Season 2 here, and if you guys are excited to see those loadouts up ahead, make sure you guys drop a like and subscribe. Let's see if we can get 300 likes. And definitely stay tuned on the channel for my videos on the PPSH, the new AR, and the new LMG. Let's rock and roll. So we're gonna go ahead and start things off with the AK-74 because it got some nice and considerable buffs within this recent update, and it should feel like a beamer. For optic, I do really recommend the Willis 3X just in any long range optic situations because it's the cleanest optic out there. Some people like the Jason Armory 2X or some of the other red dots in this game. So whatever you're the most comfortable with, end up using that. But I really like the Willis 3X for its ease of use. For the muzzle here, we gotta use the compensator. Usually I like using suppressors throughout the minimap, but the AK, you guys know, it doesn't have the best recoil in the game. Even though they did improve it a little bit, you're still gonna want to run the compensator to be as accurate as possible and thus achieve the fastest time to kill possible as well. The barrel here, you just got to use the reinforced barrel because it does maximize that bull velocity, and you're going to need your bull velocity so you can connect at farther range opponents a lot more easily, and you boost your damage range as well, so the gun can have a little bit faster time to kill at farther ranges. Underbarrel wise, I feel like the default here should be the vertical foregrip, at least for ARs, because it maximizes your horizontal recoil control the best. When you put on the Ranger foregrip, yeah, it gives you some horizontal recoil control, but some of that recoil control is sacrificed so you can get that sprinting movement speed, which is really nice, but more so for SMGs. So on ARs, I just really recommend the vertical foregrip to really keep this gun in line. And for our magazine here, we're going all the way to the extended mag 3, so we can have more than enough ammo for multiple opponents, trying to body us in farther ranges. And when it comes to the 5 attachment build, this should be the 5 attachment build that you use on the AK-74 to really maximize its potential. And when it comes to 3 additional attachments, I really recommend the ergonomic grip, the stock of the balance stock, and the fire mod of recoil springs if you end up running gunfighter. But with these 3 attachments in hand, or these 5 attachments in hand, the gun is actually a laser beam, and as you can see, really is easy to control, in most situations. So with that being said, definitely use this AK class. Next up, we're moving on to the AIMS 85 because it also got some nice buffs within its multipliers, I believe. Once again, our optics going to be the good old Willis 3X, just gives us a really clean optic so we can aim at those farther ranges with a little bit more ease. Now, when it comes to the muzzle, we're going to go ahead and switch things up and give ourselves the suppressor. The AIMS 85 is technically very accurate enough to not deal with a compensator, but if you still want that ease of use, that accuracy, you could put on the compensator in case you feel like you're not that accurate with the suppressor, because in this case, I would argue that accuracy is more important than trying to peer hidden off the minimap, specifically when it comes to Warzone, so up to you. When it comes to the barrel, once again, I really do recommend the reinforced barrel, but if you feel like the gun has more than enough damage range, you could switch it up and put on the gain twist barrel to just maximize the bullet velocity, so this gun really connects at those farther ranges, but I'm going to stick to that reinforced barrel. On the barrel wise, we got to put on that vertical foregrip for the reasons that I stated before, really makes the guns more smooth. And our magazine here is going to be the extended mag 2 to give us ultimate ammo capacity for the AIMS 85 specifically. And the 3 additional attachments can be the additional attachments that I mentioned with the AK, but these should be the 5 attachments you should use on the AIMS 85. As you can see, it is pretty laser beam-like. You might have a little bit of difficulty at farther ranges, but as you can see, it just really melts and just keeps its aim accurate, which is what I really like about this gun. And the third AR that I wanted to cover today is the Model L, or the third AR, I should say. We're going to have 2 SMGs afterwards, just because it also got some nice little buffs that I didn't think were necessary, because I thought this gun was already really solid right after, right before this update. Let's check it out. So very similar to the AIMS 85 and the AK, we got the Willis 3X optic. I just feel like it's the most comfortable and easiest to use. You can argue otherwise, but use whatever you're comfortable with at the end of the day. Muzzle-wise, we're once again sticking with the suppressor, but of course, if you want to switch it up and get a little bit more accuracy, you can put on that compensator, or even the ported compensator if you care about that first shot accuracy. But overall, I think the compensator is just the best here for accuracy purposes. I really care about that bullet velocity and that extra damage range, so it's going to come out a little bit faster, but don't be afraid of that gain twist barrel if needed. Underbarrel wise, we got the vertical foregrip to maximize that horizontal recoil control, just to keep this gun really steady and easier to use at those farther ranges. And magazine wise, we got the extended mag 2, which only has a 50 round drum mag. Unfortunately, I wish it had like a 60 or 70, but this should be enough ammo to body opponents with. Once again, the 3 additional attachments are the usuals that I've mentioned from the first gun. And when it comes to the Model L with these 5 attachments, as you can see, it really just retains its accuracy beautifully. And that's why even with only 50 rounds, I think it's one of the most accurate guns in the game. Really hard hitting as well, which is kind of surprising to me. And if you, like I said, if you want more accuracy, you can put on that compensator and really masterful this gun. It's really nice. Now, the next SMG that I'm covering is the Jackal PDW, and even though it received some nerfs, the nerfs really didn't hurt that gun that much. I think it should still basically be meta, and it's going to work out really well for you as an SMG. Muzzle-wise, for sure, we're sticking with the suppressor this time. We don't need to extend our ranges, so there's no need for additional recoil control. So the suppressor is going to work out well for the Jackal. The barrel is going to be the long barrel, so we can maximize our damage range and extend our ranges further and allow this gun to retain its faster killing potential at farther ranges. Underbarrel-wise, this is where we're going to switch from the vertical foregrip to the ranger foregrip for the SMGs, to retain horizontal recoil control and sprinting movement speed to allow the gun to be a little more speedy. Our magazine here is going to be the extended mag 2, maximizing that ammo capacity, so we have a 50 round drum mag instead of like a 40 round or 30 round, and we're enough for multiple opponents. And our rear grip is going to be the ergonomic grip to maximize our only movement, because that is a part of this game, and our movement is now improved because of the buffs that they gave to overall movement and extra ADS speed to allow the gun to be more snappy. Now, with this 5 attachment build, you are definitely going to feel a lot more comfortable with the Jackal PDW in all sorts of ways. It's very accurate, can strafe really nicely, and you'll feel all comfortable with this beautiful SMG. So, it's still going to be nice even after the nerfs. And the last gun to cover here is going to be the PP919 SMG. Even though it also got nerfed just like the Jackal PDW, it really got nerfed towards its longer damage ranges and some of the leg multipliers. And overall, I feel like this SMG is still going to be very consistent. So very similar to the Jackal PDW, we got the suppressor as our muzzle. The barrel as our long barrel to really maximize its damage range to kind of make up for those nerfs as well. Rear grip is going to be the ergonomic grip for all the movement benefits that you get from it. Our stock is going to be the balance stock for overall better movement. We can strafe a little better as well, which is really nice. And I decided to go with a fire mod here, giving us better recoil control to really keep this gun steady. Now, if you feel like you don't need the recoil springs, you can put on the laser, the straight lock laser here. Or you could even put a magazine on, like the Fast Mag 1. So you still have 50 rounds, but you're a little bit more faster. And when it comes to this amazing SMG, you got 64 rounds as default, which is amazing. And you got a lot of accuracy to you here as well. And they also managed to fix this blueprint, which I thought was kind of surprising. The iron sight's a little bit more bulky, but at least it's not ruined now. Which, before, this blueprint was really terrible. So it's nice to see that they fixed it, and it also looks really nice as well. But yeah, those are the top 5 setups that I got here for Warzone Season 2. If you guys enjoyed these class setups and find success with them, make sure you guys drop a like, subscribe, turn on those post notices. Stay tuned on the channel for the best Warzone content, because I will keep you guys updated on what perks to use, especially because we got new perks, and to tell you guys how the PPSH, the AR, and new LMG perform within Warzone. Appreciate your persistence, and thanks for being awesome. Follow me on Twitch to see some of my gameplays live at twitch.tv/markofahero, and stay amazing.